Dang, I'm ashy. I know someone's gonna say it in this video. How y'all doing today? It's your boy Jermaine, back with another video, back with another live stream. How y'all doing? We chilling. We got some tea. Just got back from the gym, chilling. Got some tea. Thought I would hang out with y'all for a little bit, and we'll get the stream started. Here we go. Maybe I should turn it this way a little bit. There we go. I haven't streamed in a couple days. Sorry, guys. I've had some shit going on, but I've also been kind of busy. So that's good. I've been quite busy the past Thursday and Friday was pretty busy. Yesterday was was very chill actually. I didn't really do too much yesterday. I did laundry around the house. I made some pizza. I basically just hung out, like cleaned and stuff like that. Super chill day. Today, today will be somewhat chill. Like I don't have too much going on. I thought I would stream for like maybe an hour, and then I have to go back home and fold some clothes because I did laundry last night and left them in the dryer, and then got them out of the dryer this morning. So that's what I got going on. How y'all doing today? What's up, Steve? Morning. How y'all doing? It's chilling. Sunday. It's like 9:30. I haven't had breakfast. I had slice of pizza from last night. I got another slice here. This vegan pizza I made. See, that's pretty much what I got going on today. I'll probably go to this one spot later to hear some music, but that's not going to be until like, later, like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. So we got some time, definitely got some time to chill. I'm glad it's not raining today. I need to figure out something's wrong with my car. Like, it's got water in my car because when I'm driving, I can hear water like sloshing around, like a lot of water. And yeah, I look on YouTube and I was, typing on YouTube trying to figure out, you know, water sloshing in the car, And I guess it's a pretty common thing with a lot of cars. But for my particular car, I haven't like found a video that like really shows me exactly what to do because I want to find one that's like the same year and model. So that way I can just copy what they did, but I haven't found one yet. So I'm like, dang, my car making all this extra noise, like when you stop, it like you hear the water sloshing, and when you take off, you hear the water sloshing. Mm. When you gonna do a tenderloin walk? Yo, I did a tenderloin walk the other day. Yeah, I was walking to that jump the other day. This morning I went to the gym. Oh my gosh. Ooh, it was leg day again. Yeah, I went crazy on the hamstrings today. Yes, I went crazy on them hamstrings. Yeah, I'm trying to get bigger legs. That's why I'm always working legs, yo. Yeah, oof. Yeah, my legs like feel like freaking bigger now. Especially like from the past like week. I've been like working out like quite a bit. Yeah, they definitely feel bigger. Even when I'm sitting in the car, like they feel like harder, like pumped. Yeah, I've been like going crazy. Also the trampoline, yo. I really like the trampoline. Like it's really good for on them calves, you know. Really good. Like how your legs burning, dog. I haven't really talked about the trampoline. Maybe I should make a reel talking about it. But yeah, I don't know if I told y'all, but I bought a trampoline. Pretty much it's like a trampoline. It's a round trampoline that you can easily carry, right? It's they call it a rebounder, but you can jump on it, right? Indoors, outside. I can even put it in the car and take it somewhere, and you jump on it. And man, number one, it'll wake you up. It'll give you a boost of energy. It'll increase your blood flow. You working out all the muscles in your body. Yeah, you working out all the muscles in your body. So like it'll get you going. And then when I first got on it, I could not last 2 minutes, yo. I could not do it for 2 minutes because it's your calf muscles. When you start jumping on it, your calf muscles are gonna light up, bro. Like they're just gonna be so. They're gonna be so good, so like gone, And then eventually, you know, you'll get used to it. Cause now I can just go jump on it for like 30 minutes straight. Like for real. That's kind of fun jumping on it for 30 minutes straight. I don't always have 30 minutes to just jump on a trampoline. But yeah, it's a good exercise. Like it's a really, really, really good exercise. How how are you liking the Chevy Bolt long term? Okay, we can talk about that for a minute. Pretty much, I've kind of had a couple problems with it, but they're not too big of a deal. One problem, I have like 33,000 miles and my seat is already ripped. So I don't know it's because like I'm always driving, or I don't know it's because sometimes I put my feet on the seat, but like my seat is like ripped here. So I'm a little bummed about that. I do have extended warranty. I don't know if that'll cover the seat, but yeah, the seat's ripped. The car used to make this crackling noise in the back, right? It used to make this crunkling noise, and then it just stopped. Doesn't make that noise anymore. So I don't know what that was about. But like by the car being so quiet, you hear things that you probably wouldn't hear in a gasoline car. So I noticed that was like I said, that thing stopped, right? I don't know what it was. I couldn't figure it out. And this other problem I'm having is it's a problem that's very common with a lot of cars, but like water gets stuck somewhere in the car and you got to drain it. So those are pretty much my only problems. And honestly, those are not big problems. Like water getting stuck in a car, and then I look online and I see that it's very common. So okay, I'm not really tripping about that if it's very common. And then also I see that it's a lot of flat tires. Yeah, I've had a lot of flat tires. I've replaced 5 tires now, 33,000 miles, 5 tires. And once you get a nail in the tire, you have to replace the whole tire. They can't patch the nails in these tires because they're electric car tires. Some places can do them, but most places don't because I guess it's just extra work, so they don't want to deal with it. Um, because electric car tires they have sealant inside the tire. So like if you get a nail, it's designed that you could keep driving with that nail in. Or if the car goes completely low, you can pump it up and keep driving for like short distances and keep stopping and pumping it up. Now you might wonder why do they make tires like that for electric cars, and why don't they make them like the other cars? Well, electric cars are heavier. Electric cars take off faster, so they got to make the tire a little bit stronger, right? And then also most electric cars, this is going to change pretty soon, but most electric cars don't come with spare tires, meaning that if the car don't have a spare tire, you got to put some really, really good tires on the freaking car, you know? So something else to throw out there. Now, some of the F-150s, like I know the F-150 Lightning, I know that one comes with a spare tire. Because I know someone who has one, and the first thing I asked him, "Hey, did you get a spare tire?" He's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah." So, but for most cars, they don't come with spare tires. You know, they don't. But yeah, it's a great car. It's really cheap to operate, right? Electric cars are just way cheaper than gas cars anyway to operate. You don't have to worry about oil changes. But yeah, you probably have more tires. You probably have more flats. Depending on where you drive. Like you drive in downtown San Francisco, you're gonna get a lot of flats. If you live in the suburbs, maybe you won't get as many flats. If you're driving on nice roads, maybe you won't get as many flats. But I ran over so many nails. I remember one time I ran over a hook in the street. For real, it was a hook, bro. And I'm like, dang. I remember when the guy pulled the tire off, he grabbed some pliers and he picked the tire up by the hook coming out the tire. And I'm thinking, how did I run over a hook? But when you're driving, you can't see everything you're running over, especially at night and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe, or parallel parking, too. Parallel parking, that's another spot where you can easily get nails in your tire. because how you turning the wheel and turning the tires and moving back and forward. Like if it's a nail down there, like high chance it might leave in your tire. You know. Are you going to buy a new car again? What car would you buy? I'd probably get a Tesla, honestly, because they stopped making the Chevy Bolts. I like the Chevy Bolt, like I like it. It's like a cool, practical car. It's not like replacing parts on a Tesla, right? Because Tesla, like, they make it difficult for mechanics to get parts and stuff like that. But for a Chevy, Chevy ain't tripping about parts. You know what I mean? But with Tesla, like, I'd heard people they had a Tesla and they had to have it like at the shop for like a couple weeks because they were trying to get the parts from Tesla and Tesla would be tight about their parts. And also windows on Tesla cost more money, right? Those are like I think on Teslas they're shatter resistant, right? So shatter resistant glasses are windows are safer. Well, I don't necessarily know if they're safer because if you drive in the car and you drive the car into some water and you got shadow resistant windows, how you gonna get out the car? You know? So I would almost rather have, tempered glass because tempered glass is that glass that'll just break if it's shattered. If you hit it, it'll just break, and then you can get out the car. Yes, that don't help you in San Francisco, keeping people from breaking in your car. But also replacing tempered glass is way cheaper than replacing one of them Tesla windows because yeah, those windows are tough. Yeah. You got a Tesla? Hi, bro. You still work for DoorDash? I do Uber sometimes. I try to do DoorDash, but they don't give me, they don't let me make money on that. So that's why I don't do DoorDash. I have a few cars with water getting in, but it's from leaves clogging the drain and the engine bay. It might be that too, because I did pop the hood and look under there and see if it was leaves in there. And there was a couple leaves, but it wasn't many. But I imagine it would be blocked somewhere under the car. It wouldn't be on the top. It would be, where the drain is. Hmm. Yeah, I got to figure it out. And I don't really know anyone with a Chevy Bolt. So if I knew someone with one, maybe I can ask them, "Hey, man, you ever had this problem? What did you do?" "Oh, I did this." "Oh, okay." But if it was a Prius, like everybody got a Prius out here, you know. Yeah, I'm good. My dad says I'm a disappointment. I'm sorry to hear about that. You got to figure out how to get the water out before it starts to mildew. Uh, okay. Damn. All right. Yeah, I do got to figure it out. Hmm. It sounds like a lot of water. Like for real, it sounds like a boatload of water. I know an electric shop downtown. Maybe I'll go by there and see what they say. Cause I really can't figure it out, dude. Like I'm looking all over. Like I can't. I did see one video that said like take this panel off and look under there, and there's a hose. But and then they undid the hose. But when they undid the hose, the water came into the car, right? So I need to figure out a way to catch the water. If this is the spot, I need to figure out because it wasn't the same model. It was a couple years older than mine. So I would think the newer models have it in the same spot, maybe. Oh, you say that it might be covered under the warranty. You know what? I probably will do that. I'll probably go take it by the. Maybe I'll go by there like tomorrow or something. I'll go by the dealership because I don't. I think it's somewhat of an easy fix. You know what I mean? I just don't know how to do it. Oh, they took some interior out and dried it out for a few days. Oh wow! And from what I hear, this is common. Like, how is this common? Like, they can't like figure out a way to keep the water from coming inside the car. Like, yeah, I was looking online and they said it's common. Like, wow, it's kind of gnarly, you know. It's been a good 2 years after they fix actual problem and did that. Oh, it's been 2 years since they did it. Hmm. I sure wish it was a Chevy dealership close because they're all like kind of far away. Yeah, they're all kind of far. And they were not the last place I like the place I got the car from. I went back there. Those people are not like nice at all, dude. Like I took the car back there, to get the annual service or whatever. And when I went back to pick the car up, they called me and said, "Oh yeah, the car's ready." And like I went back to the desk, and there was a lady on the phone, and she just gave me the keys and the paperwork, and was just like, and I was like, "Oh, was everything good? Like, do I need anything? Did y'all rotate the tires? Like, what did y'all do? It was like no explanation at all." And she was just on the phone, and then like it was like a desk, and then another like door to walk through, and then she basically like left and walked through that door, and I was just standing there like, okay, I guess I'll just go. I hope everything's okay. And then I was wondering like, did they do anything? Did they rotate the tires? Because I couldn't tell if they rotated the tires or not because the tires look all they all look the same, right? So when I got back in the car and drove the car, I noticed that they cut the one pedal driving off. So I guess they moved the car, but yeah, they never told me anything. They never told me like, oh yeah, the car is in great shape. Like come back in 6 months or come back in whatever. And there was no upsell. It wasn't like, hey, you might want to get this, or hey, we want to sell you this over here, or hey, we got another warranty for you. It was just like I was like, okay, like I don't know. All right, cool. It was just a little weird. Like, hopefully the car is in good shape. you know, it's wild when dealerships are like 200 an hour. I like that. Well, maybe they were like that because they were not making any money off of me because like it was under warranty or whatever. But I thought that they usually like I've owned cars before, and man, whenever you take it into service, I don't care how new the car is. It's like, man, they trying to sell you something. They like, hey, we got these new hubcaps. You want some new hubcap? I mean, they are literally trying to sell you whatever they can. We got some new floor mats. We see your floor mats kind of dirty in there. We can upgrade your floor mats. I mean, whatever, bro. They gonna upsell you on something. At this dealership, man, they didn't say nothing. And I was like, okay. I mean, maybe I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It was just kind of interesting. Oh, you watched my video since 2018. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. What are you getting into today, Jermaine? So one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back home because I like literally invited a friend over yesterday, but before homie came over, I like cleaned because I haven't cleaned my room, and I like clean my room, and it's like the cleanest it's ever been since I moved here. Okay, so in the process of cleaning, I was setting up my computer. I was setting up my streaming stuff, right? So I'm looking for another light. I can't find. But at first, I didn't think I could put the microphone on the desk because the microphone I have is like this arm and it goes over and it hangs. But you need to clamp it on a desk, and I didn't think I could clamp it on the desk. Well, come to find out, I figured out how to clamp it on the desk. So now I got the microphone set up. Okay, so I'm probably gonna start streaming from the computer pretty soon. And then I'll just use the microphone at home on the computer. And then also I got this software, OBS. I'm gonna try to figure out how to TikTok stream. So when I say how to TikTok stream, what that basically means is I'm not gonna stream on TikTok. No. I mean, I actually maybe I should, because it'd actually be really easy to with this software. Because I could stream on YouTube, TikTok, and something else. But I don't know. I don't think I want to stream on TikTok because that's just no. I don't mess with TikTok like that. But anyway, I'll just stream to like YouTube and like Kick and Twitch, like all three of them at the same time, and then maybe Facebook, or maybe I'll just stream to YouTube, right? But basically, how you TikTok stream is you split the stream in half, or a little bit more than half. You have yourself on the top part of the stream, and then you have something else on the bottom part of the stream. So you basically I could be talking up here, and I can be showing like another website down here, and then you can see both at the same time. So I want to start streaming like that because that'll make the streams kind of dope, because it just won't be me on the screen. Like I can be showing something else, or I can be talking about something else, or we can like watch a video or watch a clip on something else, and then we can all react to it. Like it'll just be more engaging. Did you change the schedule of your live stream? So I was doing the 30-day live stream thing, but then I've been really busy this week. So that's why why I haven't been doing it so much this week. But I usually stream Monday through Friday. I usually stream in the afternoons. No, in the evenings, right? Sundays, I usually stream earlier in the morning on Sundays. Because on Sundays, like I usually don't do too much on Sundays. Sunday is kind of like a chill day. Some days I will work on Sundays, but like most of the time I don't. So like it's just a chill day. Like so today I'm gonna like I went to the gym today. Legs are on fire, man. It's so great. Yeah, I went to the gym and then I'll probably go home a little bit later, maybe make some pancakes. Um yeah, I don't know. I think my tire is flat actually. Hey, I'm gonna walk outside. I'm gonna go see if there's a nail in the tire. I'll be right back. Okay, okay, I'm back. I didn't see one in there, but the tire pressure is dropping. It was at 38, and now it's at 35. I remember it was literally at 38 this morning, and now it's at 35. And that got me thinking, like, is the tire just like losing? Is the tire freaking losing pressure or something? Like, why is it just dropping like that? Um, you should start a podcast from your place once a week, chilling with your friends, and talk about the city and shit going on. Yes, I should. I need to figure out how to stream that way. It's like OBS software. Y'all know about OBS? Luis, YouTube is better. I agree. Yeah, YouTube is better, but honestly, if I'm gonna make one stream and I can send the same stream to like more than one platform, I totally don't mind doing that. I totally don't mind doing that because it's like, maybe someone on Kick or someone on Twitch, they're just strolling and then they discover me and then they, follow me on Instagram and they follow me on, YouTube and stuff. So I totally don't mind doing that. Like I think that's actually a good idea. I tell you something. I like X quite a bit. I've been spending a lot of more time on X lately. X shows you just different. You can go and bigger following. Yeah, I can grow a bigger following for sure. I mean, if I like for real made a stream schedule at home, I definitely could grow more. Because when you stream at home, especially when you have some lights in the background and you have a decent microphone, it literally takes your stream quality to the next level. Like for real. Like it really does. Because what happens is, how like people are strolling? Well, if you know how like when you're scrolling, you'll see someone and they're maybe outside and it's a crowded place. But as you're scrolling, the video just doesn't look that good because maybe they got bad service or something, but the quality is not that good. Or maybe you're scrolling and you see someone and they're just sitting at home, like kind of in a dark room, and they're just talking in front of the camera, right? Well, yeah, you're scrolling, yeah. But then you see someone else and they got lighting in the background and then you can hear them really good because they got a really decent mic, right? Like people will be gravitating towards that because like, oh yeah, it looks good. You know what I mean? It's not like the person is holding the phone up to their face like this, and you can only see half of their freaking face, and they're just talking like whispering, "Hey man, what's up, man? Yeah, it's 75 people in the chat, yo." You know, it's like different. Like when you have your stream set up like a good setup, right? You got a microphone. Microphone makes a big difference, for sure. SoFi stock. Hey, so how many of y'all been messing with SoFi stock, bro? Because what I would probably do, I would probably talk more about crypto on not crypto. I would probably talk more about the stock market. I need to figure out how to do that OBS stream. Also, there's something else I need. I need a connection. I need a Man, that dude is straight wanging, yo. It was like one of them cyclists. But homie is straight wanging, dog. Yeah, but who else is messing with SoFi? Cause I don't, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I was buying SoFi at $6, dog. Like no joke, dude. No bullshit. I was buying SoFi at $6, and to see it at 15 right now, I'm just like, dang, dang. So I started buying it like right before it got to $7, and then I kind of started to really pour more into it around $10, and then now I'm still buying like a little bit of SoFi because I don't know if y'all noticed about SoFi, but the CEO, if he can get SoFi stock above $45, I think by like next January, he gets a $300 million bonus. So a lot of people are betting that he will get it there because he wants a bonus. But then also, SoFi is just it's set up in a good position, especially if the economy don't crash. It's set up in a real good position. Even the stock price, the numbers, all that shit is set up real good. Like it's set up real good, especially if they can keep growing and they can keep making money. It will hit $45. He will get his $300 million bonus, because it's a growing company, and they offer way more products than Robinhood. Like I'm in Robinhood too, right? I've made a bank off of Robinhood. Like I got Robinhood and a bunch of accounts. Robinhood's great. But SoFi, I think SoFi has a larger potential because I've been in Robinhood for a minute, right? I've been in Robinhood for like months, okay? So I've been holding Robinhood. But then SoFi, I kind of like I said, I started buying SoFi like a couple months ago, but then I kind of really started buying around 10. And then now it's already at 15. And I'm like, wow. Do you live in SF? I do live in SF, San Francisco. Mm-mm. Mm. Oh, you like San Francisco? Where do you live, Snowy? You live in California or you live somewhere else? Have you heard of Running Bear? No, is this like in Northern Cal? What's up? It was a fishy. What's up, fishy? What's good in the house? Yes, yes, yes. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. It's always fun when we can come together and stream. We can have a great afternoon. Mm-mm. You ever heard of you heard new Kendrick album? I haven't heard it yet. I haven't heard it. After this stream, I'll listen to it. Expensive? No, I live with roommates. I got a couple roommates. The living situation is okay. One of the roommates is quite difficult, I would say, on certain things. And I kind of feel like one of the roommates is sort of like the things that they do will maybe run people away. Like I don't know. I could be wrong, but you know. You know what I had someone show me yesterday that like it really pissed me off. I don't know if this maybe I should just say it and then maybe see how y'all think about this. But like someone showed me this video, this reel, and it was of a guy, and this guy, he was a black guy, and he was talking about how he loved jail because he could just, have sex all day in jail and how he loves jail. Okay. Well, when this person showed it to me, this was like a non-black person, by the way, but they were just like laughing, like just ecstatic about it, like just so happy. And I took it as quite offensive because, first off, is this a joke? Like, what man wants to give up his freedom just to have sex in freaking jail? Okay. You can have freedom and have sex like in the world, like right now. You don't have to go get arrested and get locked up and have someone tell you when to eat and when to sleep just to get free sex. Like, what? Like, how insane is that? You know? And then just how they were just like giggling about it was like, is this what, like, this what you like? That's insane, yo. Like it's the craziest thing I ever seen. Craziest thing I ever seen, yo. Like what man wants to, like that's crazy. Dude, people put anything on the internet. Anything on the internet. Like that is straight up brain rot, yo. Like you think that's a joke? I mean, it really pissed me off. Like it really pissed me off. And they did it in front of like another friend. And the other friend was just like, is this your friend? It was just really awkward. Like, I don't think that they realize like the connection. Like, I don't think they realize that what they did was like highly offensive. Like, highly offensive. Like, is that what you think of black men? Like, they should just go to what? Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, ugh, it was crazy. I'm pretty sure that friend is gonna be like, "Yeah, but you voted for Trump. What's the difference?" Like, there is no difference. There is no difference. Like, how can you relate this with that? Like, that dude is insane. Like, first off, was that even real, or was that someone just saying that on the internet for attention? Okay, because you got to think people say anything for clicks and views. I don't know, and I kind of feel that maybe he wasn't being for real about it because when you think about people that are going to jail, when you think about people that have been to jail, he doesn't look like the type that have been to jail. He definitely does not look like the type. He looks like the type that has never been arrested one day in his life. Because if you go to jail, you're not going to be coming out as flamboyant like as he was, right? You're just not. Like you know a jailhead when well maybe most people don't, but I can tell a jailhead and someone that's not. Like that dude was like some he went to some liberal university. Like bottom line, like because no who else would say that? Like for who else would say like it's cool to go to jail because you can have sex all day. Like what? Insane. Insane. There are people out there who only knows jail and have a life in there is, but let me tell you something. It wasn't that dude that made that video. No, it wasn't that dude. I think he was just straight trolling. Like he or maybe he got like arrested for like, a DUI or something where he was in jail for 1 or 2 nights, right? So that way he can say he's been locked up, right? But yeah, that's nothing to play with. Like taking away freedoms and rights, and like you can't see friends and family, and that for sex, just totally insane. Like just crazy, crazy, yo. Whew. Anyway, I want to ask y'all something else. Like I actually made a reel about this, but I haven't shared it because like I want to share a lot more reels before I share this reel, okay? But I'm gonna say this what I said in the reel in this video, so you guys can hear where I'm going. Okay, so I was in this bar, okay, and it was a guy in the bar. He was just being really loud and being aggressive, and someone was about to knock his ass out. So like they got the bouncer. The bouncer came in and was like, "Hey, maybe you should leave because you're causing a mess and like people want you to leave." So the guy was getting pissed and was like, "No, I'm not fucking going anywhere. Like, no, I'm not going anywhere. Like, I'm not going anywhere. Like, you can't make me leave." So the bouncers are trying to make him leave, right? He was refusing to leave. So now you got the customers in the bar. They're telling, "Hey man, get out, get out, get out." Everybody wants this dude to leave because he is just being obnoxious. He is just being loud. Like literally, someone was about to knock him the fuck out. Like there was just if they would have got close to him, they would have just crammed him, yo. But it was people blocking, right? So okay, no big deal. So eventually they got him to go to the front, okay, and then he sat down and just wouldn't leave. This lasted for like 30 minutes, right? Somebody called the police. I don't know who called the police. My guess is it could have been someone in the bar, like someone drinking at the bar could have been like, "Yo, this dude won't leave because it's been 30 minutes and they're trying to get him to leave and he refuses to leave." Whoever called the police, somebody called the police. I doubt it was the bar. I'm just gonna say I doubt it was the bar, right? So the cop come in. The cop comes in. No, cops obviously, when they go to a situation like this they don't like these situations because who knows how it's gonna go. Okay. The cop is walks up to the guy and he's like, "Come on, let's go." And he's like, no, I'm not going anywhere. You can't make me go anywhere. You can't make me. These are my rights, and I don't have a warrant. You don't know my name. I didn't give you my ID. He's just going on and on and on and on. So what happens when he does this? People started pulling out their cameras and they're starting to film. Okay. So the cop grabs him by the arm and is like, no, you're leaving now. And the guy's doing all this, and the cop is just walking and just pulling him. Okay. And he is literally taking him out. He's not throwing him. He's not, being aggressive. He's literally pulling him by his arm. Was like, let's go. Here comes the people in the crowd. Let him go. Stop that. Let him go. That's police brutality. Let him go. Let him go. Free him. You fucking cop. You get out of here. Get out of here. Get. And I was just thinking to myself, dude, how insane are these people? How insane are these people? This asshole, he's been here how long? Like yelling and fighting with people, and no one can get him to leave. Like, no one could get him to leave. Okay. There are people about to knock him the fuck out, and no one can get him to leave. And then somehow a cop walks in and gets him to leave, and people are pissed off at the cop and yelling at the cop. And I'm like, yo, the cop is the only real man around here to get that motherfucker to leave, because none of these other men could get him to leave, right? But then they go and yell at the cop and say police brutality. Like, the cop did not do shit except for get the dude out of there, because no one else could get him out of there. Bottom line. And it was just crazy. It was just crazy. It's like, man, I don't know. Like, if I see someone break into a car and if I go try to stop them, I would imagine that people would accuse me. People would say, "No, you tried to rob." Like, you tried to rob them. You were attacking them. Like, what do you do in a situation? Do you just, like, when you see stuff, you just, like, walk away? Like, that just had me tripping out. That had me tripping out. And the only reason I haven't shared that reel yet, because, like, I don't just want people to think I'm like some crazy conservative. But what I just told you is not something that doesn't make me a crazy conservative. Okay, that just, like, that doesn't, like, it's just insane to see it unfold. It's insane. Like, is anybody thinking, like, you know? Pretty much the reel was just me explaining the same thing I explained in just a shorter, video. You know? Yeah, like I said, I don't know who called the police. It could have been, yeah, I don't know. It really probably doesn't really matter. It's just like, I was like, wow, these people are tripping. Mhm. I just know, like, if this would have happened in like if this would have happened in like a different neighborhood, it wouldn't have went down the same way. Like, it would not have went down the same way. They would have thrown him out before the cops came. At least I feel like if it would have happened at another spot, right? I feel like the bouncers would have been like, they w- because, like, I'm gonna keep it real. At some places in the city, bouncers almost want to fight, right? It's in most places in the city, they're not like that. They don't want a confrontation. But there are some places you can tell, like, if you go up and you give them some shit, they might be ready to go. This bar definitely didn't have bouncers like that. They didn't have no bouncers that look like they'll just knock you out, because, yeah, I mean, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you go to some spots and you like, man, don't mess with this bouncer, dog. He gonna throw me under a bridge. What else is good today? Anybody doing anything fun for Thanksgiving? Yes, yes. Anybody buying anything for Black Friday? I kind of want to get a bike. I kind of want to get a new bike. I'm thinking about getting one. I have to see. Yeah, police brutality. Yeah, it did get out of hand. But like honestly, it wasn't police brutality at all. It was, but some people, I will say this, some people were clapping. It wasn't everybody was screaming. Some people were clapping because that dude was really annoying. Like he was saying a lot of racial things, like to many different people, like literally many different people. Like, and it was that's why when people want to knock him out because he was literally like I'm not gonna say what race he was, but he was calling out everybody. Like he was for real, like, and he was just being very provocative, like just literally saying things that will get you knocked out. Like bottom line, like I don't want to just sit here and say, but like he was for real pushing everybody's buttons, y'all. Like it was a trip, you know. You're beautiful, thanks. There are major stores for Black Friday. There are very cheap offers. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff going on for Black Friday. But like the thing about Black Friday, I usually only buy like what I need. Like I don't just try to get random stuff on Black Friday. So what do I need? I actually need a bike and that's about it. I kind of need a bike because I want to yeah, I just want a different bike. I want to get back to cycling. Like I have one bike, but like it doesn't have a chain and it's just a e-bike. So I can't just ride that one, you know. What up, Tony C? Oh, you got off on Thanksgiving? Yes. Did you see the article about the top five SF neighborhoods that voted for Trump? I did see that. That actually kind of surprised me. I thought it would be like the Marina neighborhood would be the number one place, or Presidio would be the number one place. But no, they say it was with this Visitation Valley. And when I think of Visitation Valley, I don't really think about I mean, honestly, when I think of Visitation Valley, I don't think about politics in general. So I can't just sit here and say I didn't think they would vote for Trump. Like I don't yeah. When I think about Visitation Valley, I'm like, yeah, that's over there. I wouldn't even relate that with politics, you know, but in this case, them folks like Trump, right? I was gonna have family over, but they couldn't make it. It's just me and my mom, and she still wants to cook big, so we're gonna be eating turkey for 3 days. Oh, I don't know what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna hang out at the house. Like one of the roommates is gonna be here. We're gonna hang out and like cook food together and like hang out and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, hmm all working class neighborhoods. Well, that's definitely a working class neighborhood. Like for real, dog. Like no joke. That's a real working class. Like what's the average income over there? Like I just wonder, you know, because it's definitely no mansions over there. That's funny you said all working class neighborhoods. That's hilarious. But what does that say? Like, what does that say? Like, honestly, do they have a lot of kids over there or something? Because one thing I've noticed, like, it's been a couple. One reason why I haven't been making a lot of reels is because I'm trying not to talk too much about politics, right? And I've been seeing a lot of articles. I've been seeing a lot of videos and stuff talking about how reasons why people voted for Trump and not Kamala. And I started to notice that like a lot of people with kids voted for Trump. And I don't really want to get into why that might be, but I've definitely noticed that quite a bit. Like a lot of people with kids voted for Trump. And I'm just wondering, like, Visitation Valley, you say working class neighborhood. And then I'm thinking, well, damn, do they got a lot of kids over there? Because maybe that has something to do with why they voted for Trump. You know, I don't know if y'all get the correlation with Kamala Harris and children and Donald Trump and children. And yeah, I don't know. I think that that might have something to do with it. You know, yeah, I know people are literally losing their shit here. I really haven't noticed it too much. I've noticed it a little bit, but I've been hearing some stories from folks, and like a lot of people are going to therapy. Like therapy has been really big, like insane, right? Therapy. My mother's been having me help her cook. Oh wow, so you've been cooking, Tony. Tony been in the kitchen whipping it up. Whoop. Mm-mm. Almost done with my tea. I made this tea like 2 hours ago. Literally made this tea. Went to the gym, worked out, left it in the car, and then started streaming for like almost an hour. I've been streaming, and this is still warm. Like it's not hot. It's like slightly warm. Oh, you're an assistant chef. I see. Tony say, "Look, I'm not the number one chef. I am the assistant chef." Hmm. What about Bitcoin? What do y'all think about Bitcoin? It's been going up, y'all. What do y'all think about BTC? Uh-uh. My bad. I'm like staring out the window. Oh, you cooking too? You know, we definitely will cook, but it won't be a big. It won't be too big. I wonder what will I do on Thanksgiving. Probably chill all day. Definitely go out on Thanksgiving night for sure because you won't be. I won't be doing much all day on Thanksgiving, and I don't usually work on Thanksgiving either. I usually don't work. Oh, you never got into Bitcoin? Yeah, Bitcoin is like I have a friend. I have a homie back home that's really big into crypto. But whenever we talk, he's always telling me like how, you need to buy more Bitcoin. And I'm like, I have some Bitcoin, but I'm not gonna sell everything and just put it into Bitcoin. I'm not gonna sell everything and put it into crypto, right? And he's always talking about how stock market's trash, man. What is 20% gains a year? And I'm thinking, well, 20% gains a year is actually that's really good in the stock market. And he's like, well, yeah, in the crypto market, you can get 100% gains a year. Don't you want 100% gains? And I'm thinking, I'm like, yeah, I do like big gains, but crypto is a lot riskier. And I do want to invest in crypto. I just don't want more than like, 5%, maybe 10%. And he's like, no, no, you got to go all the way. You got to go all the way. And I was just telling him, I was like, look, This is the breakdown I have for crypto. Let me just break this down to you in plain English. If crypto is going to 50x, if it's going to 10x, if it's going to 100x, right? If it goes 100x and I have 5% of my portfolio in crypto, and if it 100x's, and if it just dwarf the stock market, if the dollar crash, if the stars and the moon fall out the sky, guess what? That crypto would be worth the 5% I had would be worth way more if we're right about crypto being the next big thing. And I say I just use it as an insurance policy. Like I'm holding it just in case like it blows up and it becomes this big thing. Like I'm still holding a lot, some, and I'm still holding it, right? But then if it blows up, then I won't worry about my stocks then. I'll just be like, yeah, I got all this crypto, right? So that's kind of how I like to play the crypto game, you know? When people say like, "Oh, I don't have any stocks. I don't, invest in this. I only do crypto." That don't sound so diverse, you know what I mean? And I like to be diverse because when the crypto market goes down, that junk go down, bro. I'm for real. When the crypto market goes down, that junk fall out the sky, dog. When the stock market go down, things happen, right? The government might bail it out. I mean, certain stocks might fall and people might just start pouring money into it because it's a good opportunity. When crypto fall, it is literally like a falling knife. You do not want to catch a falling knife with your hand. You know what's going to happen? The falling knife is going to slice your fucking hand open. That's why they call it you don't want to catch a falling knife. That's what crypto becomes when it goes down. That shit is always a falling knife. It's just like this. It don't fall down like this. This is a gradual fall down. You can slowly take your money out. But when that bad boy fall like this, that's a falling knife, yo. You get your hands cut off. You get your wrists cut off. I have 100% in crypto. Well, and then I was telling this homie too. I said, so another reason why like I'm not really that big into crypto, I've seen way more success in the stock market than I have the crypto market. I've lost the most amount of money in life, I've lost in the crypto market. Okay. So, at the same time to tell me, oh yeah, abandon the stock market and just buy crypto, doesn't really, you know, you I'm not anti-crypto at all. Like I love crypto. Like I love crypto. I got crypto. But everything in crypto, it's just something I just can't do. That's just something I mean, I wouldn't put all my money into Tesla. I wouldn't put all my money into Sofi. Like I wouldn't put all my money into any one asset. So yeah, I think crypto is great, but also if it's gonna 50x, 100x, and you got 3%, 5% of your portfolio in crypto, you should be good. If it's 100, you should be real good. And then I also get the people, y'all ever have people that say like, yeah, you have crypto, but you actually don't have any money because you haven't sold it. You ever like hear people say that? Like they say, I know you got crypto, but you actually don't have any money because you haven't sold your crypto. And it's like, well, yeah, I have this house that's worth a $500,000, but I guess it's not worth a $500,000 until I sell it. So since I'm not selling it, I guess I don't have anything, right? Yeah, what kind of sense does that make? Just because you haven't sold it, you don't have it. Like, yeah, you do. Like, you just don't want to sell because it's fluctuating in price. What are your two top cryptos? Um, XRP, Stellar Lumens, Ethereum. Those are my top three. Are you in a Tesla? I am not in a Tesla. I am in a Chevy Bolt. But isn't it a gamble to invest in cryptocurrency? I mean, if you really think about it, investing in the stock market is a gamble. You can say it is because I would say anything that you could put money in that could go down in value is very well a gamble, including investing. I mean, think about it. You put money into a retirement account and you want to retire in 30 years. I mean, it's a gamble, right? I mean, ask them people. Y'all remember when the financial crisis happened in '08? Ask those people who was getting ready to retire right before that financial crisis happened. People literally had, $1 million in their retirement account. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna retire next year. And then next year, they fucking accounts went from $1 million to 500,000. And they like, oh, oh, we can't live as plush as we could if it was worth 1 million, right? Yeah, it's a gamble. I mean, those people was thinking next year I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna be good. They was probably thinking next year this million gonna be worth 1.1, right? No, it wasn't worth 1.1. It was worth half. And some of those people couldn't retire. So once again, like it's a gamble, because just think you could retire. Okay, we're gonna move. We're gonna go live in Florida. We're gonna get a little boat. We're gonna chill on the water, and then all of a sudden the stock market go down, and you like, damn. I guess I'm gonna be working at Walmart for another year or two or three or four or five. Because when you invest in them S&P 500s and them just go down, man, they don't bounce back like Russell 2000 stocks, bro. Them just don't bounce back like that. They take a long time to come back, and them stocks take so long to go up. Like these people been waiting a lifetime, dog. They've been waiting 30 years to retire, and they gotta keep going. They gotta keep running, keep on running. This America, yo. We ain't done with your ass. We're gonna work you till you die. Dude is just saying words. What do you mean? Name one of those people. What do you mean one of those people? How did they go from millionaires to millionaires? So what I'm talking about when I say millionaires, I'm talking about a retirement account. Like you've been putting the money in your retirement account like all your life. So that's how they're millionaires, right? But then you can't take that money out of your account until you're like 62. So some people were 61. Right? And they're like, yeah, next year we're gonna retire, and then the market crashed. So they're like, well, dang, we can't pull out the same amount as we could if the market was higher, right? Name one of these hypothetical rich people you are talking about. So why would I want to like put someone's name out there? Like on a like, why would I want to do that? You can find them. I mean, how old are you? Because older people know what I'm talking about. But if you're like, 20 years old, you might not know what I'm talking about. Um, just because you have a million. Well, so if you have a million in your retirement account, that doesn't make you a millionaire, but also that person with $1 million in their retirement account, they could very well own a house. They could also have like other bank accounts. They could have other assets. So I mean, usually if someone has $1 million in their freaking retirement account, that's not all the money they have. They probably have some money other places. I mean, it's just yeah, that's kind of how it goes. You don't just have $1 million in your retirement account and then your bank account, you're broke, Like money usually runs together. That's because you can't name one. What do you mean I can't name one? I mean, if you don't believe it, you don't have to believe it, But yeah, there was definitely people that were getting ready to retire, and the markets crashed on them. What do you mean? I can't name a single corporation. What corporations are you talking about now? Because I wasn't talking about corporations. I was talking about individual people. You're talking about corporations. Maybe we're talking about different things. Yo, remember the other day when GameStop stock went up? We was just talking about that yeah, a couple days ago. That was very remarkable. That was just that was insane. I mean, people literally bought GameStop at like $20 to $30. Yeah, people literally bought GameStop at $20 to $30, and then some people sold at hundreds. Like that was amazing. That was also just dope. But then think about it. It was the pandemic. Like everybody locked up at home. People on the computer. People ain't got nothing to do. So yeah, people gonna figure out something to do. Hey, let's get some money. Yeah, let's pile into this stock at the same time. That'll work. Jermaine, how did you get to be so per? What do you mean so per? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Like just what being 100? Like just being real or what? Because it's real hard to be real, but it's real easy to be fake. Think about it. It's super hard to be real, but it's so easy to be fake. Even in life, like it's real hard to go out and spend $3,000 for like a Louis Vuitton backpack, but it's real easy to go buy a fake one. Think about it. Oh, skin. So I'm vegan and I don't drink enough water like I should, but I should probably drink like another gallon of water every day. But yeah, I'm vegan and I don't stay in the sun that much. So yeah, I hate the sun. I mean, I like the sun, but like I don't like being in the sun because I don't want to get too black. Like I don't want to be white either, but like I'm saying, I don't want to get black. I like my skin complexion like it is, because I don't want to get too charcoal. Yes, I'm vegan as well. Yeah, I'm vegan. I don't just preach about it though, because I notice like some vegans, like they literally tell you like every time they see you, they're just like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, today I had some vegan such and such for lunch." But I don't really trip about it. I'm like, yeah, if you want to be vegan, that's cool. I want to be vegan because I want to live longer. I want to be healthier. But if you want to eat steak and chicken and some boiled eggs, yeah, go right ahead. But like, if you really think about it, boiled eggs are like really freaking disgusting. Like, if you really think about it, it's literally an egg from a freaking chicken. And it's literally laying the egg, and then people eat that. They fry that shit, and they eat it, and they deep fry it, and they peel the not deep fry it. They boil it in water, and then they crack the shell, and then they peel the shell, and then they eat the white part, and then they eat the yellow part, bro. They for real, they eat the yellow part. The yellow part is like so freaking disgusting, bro. Like it's like the yolk from the egg, like ugh. And people eat that shit like every day. It's like, yeah, let me get some more of that. Can I get another servings of the egg yolk? And it's like, gosh, these people are insane. I mean, you might as well eat the ass of the pig. But don't get me wrong, people do that too. They definitely eat the ass of a pig. Growing up down south, people used to eat chitlins. Oh my gosh. People used to eat them chitlins. Ooh, them chitlins were bad, bro. Oh my gosh. I'm just sitting in this parking lot right here. And it's just something I noticed. I just gotta point this shit out. But I was sitting in this parking lot and you're supposed to pay. Okay. There's all these signs up that say 3 hour parking every day. But you're supposed to pay. And like when I got here, I parked at the far end. But I know for sure this parking lot's gonna fill up because I just got here earlier, right? And I'm just looking because like the pay machine is down there. I'm just looking at all these cars pulling in, and they'll just pull in and park, and then just get out and just walk and go across the street. It's like not they ain't paying over here right now. Like they're just not right now. But like them ain't nobody paying for parking over here. And I'm not paying for parking either because I'm like, I'm not exactly parking because I'm sitting in the driver's seat. I guess the car is in park, so technically I'm still in. But if I see somebody come up and try to, write tickets, I'm just going, whip out and go. But yeah, it's funny. Nobody paying for parking over here. Hilarious. But I thought it was free on Sundays, but it's not free on Sundays here because this sign say every day. And usually Sundays they let you slide. But some parts of the city on Sundays you definitely have to pay for sure. For sure. I definitely noticed that. When was the last time you ate steak? Now, I will say something. Like, I can sit here and talk shit about certain animal products, but like, steak is definitely something that I would miss. If I would have to miss two things, since I went vegan, two things that I miss the most would definitely be steak and chicken. Like, hands down. Yeah, definitely steak and chicken. And I think the reason why it's steak and chicken and why it's not like a bunch of other things is since I went vegan, a lot has changed. Okay. I remember when I first went vegan, there was no vegan burgers. So think about that. There was no vegan burgers. I went vegan and I had a vegan burger like 2 years after I went vegan. Like I think I was down in San Jose and I was in San Jose. No, not San Jose. I was in Santa Cruz and there was a place and they had a vegan black bean burger. And I was just so stoked to try it because like it had been so long since I had, a freaking a burger. So I got it, and honestly, it was okay, but like it wasn't good. I mean, it was good just because the thought of me eating a burger, right? But like it was not good. And then I remember later on, Beyond start to get popular, Impossible start to get popular. And then I remember like you at first you couldn't even find it. And then nowadays there's restaurants with Beyond and there's restaurants with Impossible. Like multiple restaurants. So that's changed. I remember vegan cheese. Okay, I totally watched vegan cheese just come alive, right? I remember at first it was like vegan cheese was not really a thing. To get vegan cheese, you would have to go to a restaurant and they would have to make it like at it with cashews. Like they would have to make it in the restaurant in house. So that was like the first vegan cheese I had was like I went to some place and I think it was some sort of vegan falafel burger, and they had vegan cheese that they made out of cashews. And then now you can go to the freaking supermarket and they sell vegan cheese. Okay. Something else that's changed in the vegan world is ice cream, right? So when I first went vegan, the only vegan ice cream that you could find was like sherbet, right? So I would eat sherbet. Sherbet was cool. But then over time, it just got vegan ice cream got better and better and better. And right now, like Ben and Jerry's, like with that chocolate chip cookie dough, the vegan one, bro, I like that way better than any other cookie dough ice cream I ever had before I was vegan. Like it's just freaking on point, yo. It's really good. And then also, you get used to it. But the reason why I think that I miss chicken and also steak the most is because these two items are very hard to reproduce. Okay. They're very hard to make vegan, right? So with the reason why I don't care about burgers, why I don't miss burgers anymore, is because Beyond and Impossible, they've completely perfected the burger, right? So I would much rather have like a Beyond burger, right? It tastes so good, right? I love it. But when it comes to steak, it's not that much vegan steak out there on the market. Like there's a couple companies, probably the hands down the best vegan steak that I've ever tried is Juicy Marbles, right? They make some amazing vegan steak. But their products, you have to like order them offline, and they have periods of time where like everything is sold out. They have periods of time where like, you just can't buy things because I don't know, they're just not like open or some shit. Like it just says sold out or not available, or you just can't buy it, right? They have the best vegan steak. And when it comes to chicken, vegan chicken, Beyond has come very close with their vegan chicken nuggets. They are on point. However, that's vegan chicken nuggets. No one has really perfected a vegan drumstick yet. Now, once again, Juicy Marbles, I think that they have perfected a vegan steak. However, it's not that accessible. Like Juicy Marbles has been around for years, but like you have to order it off their website. You can't just walk into a grocery store and just be like, it's not next to the Beyond Burgers, put it like that. So it's still like an exclusive product. Now the vegan chicken. I have had some vegan chicken that was completely next level, right? And I think one of them I just don't know the name of it. I think it's made in-house at restaurants. So what they do is they take a sugar stick and they wrap tofu around the sugar stick, and then they bread the tofu and they deep fry the tofu stick, and then they serve it with sauce. Now, there's a couple of restaurants in the city that serve the same recipe. However, I've never seen these for sale in a grocery store, right? I think they're made in house, but they're on point, y'all. But I wouldn't say that it's on point, but it doesn't exactly taste like chicken. It tastes like something else, but it mimics chicken. And what I mean by it mimics chicken, for example, you know how you bite into a piece of chicken from like a restaurant, like real chicken, like a chicken breast or a chicken leg, when you bite into it, you notice how as you're chewing it, slivers of the chicken get stuck in your teeth, like little slivers of your chicken. You almost need a toothpick because you got a little piece of chicken right here and it's stuck, right? Well, with that tofu vegan chicken, they perfected that. They have completely perfected it, yo. So I can eat that vegan chicken, and when I get done with that vegan chicken, I need a toothpick. I need a toothpick because I got all these little slivers like all stuck in my teeth, just like real chicken. So I think that, like I said, the two things I probably miss is chicken and steak. Um, Probably, and also more things about the two is with chicken. I think the biggest thing is like just having deep fried hot wings. Okay. And also growing up eating so much chicken, like fried chicken growing up down south, like fried chicken is like a thing. Like you eat so much chicken. Fried chicken, baked chicken, boiled chicken, but mainly it'd be fried, right? And you just eat chicken in different ways. So on Thursday night you might eat, okay, Monday night you might eat a baked chicken, okay? So you're having baked chicken with vegetables and mashed potatoes. On Tuesday night you might have some deep fried chicken, right? It's all deep fried. We've got some French fries and ketchup, okay? And then on Wednesday, it might be some sort of a baked chicken dish with some sort of juices and spices and like bell peppers sliced up and onions, right? And then Thursday, you have another chicken dish. This chicken dish is gonna be sliced chicken on bread. So you're gonna have a chicken sandwich, right? And then, Friday night, you might have, suicide wings again, hot wings or something, because it's a baseball game or a football game going on or something like that. So, yeah, you eat chicken, you know? So I think that's one thing I miss. And then steak is somewhat I miss. But also fish isn't like salmon is one I kind of miss because holy shit. There is so much nutrients in salmon. Like, oh my gosh. But I would probably say the thing that has the most nutrients in is liver. So I think liver is really, really gross. But when you look at the nutrition facts and like one piece of liver, holy shit, that's like a really rich, it's like a really rich meat, you know? And as a vegan, it's like, dude, one piece of liver could do so much for your body, you know? Like just one piece. Like I forget the iron intake. It was like 400% of your daily intake of iron was in just one piece of liver. Like it was gnarly, right? Chicken flavored ramen noodles. Chicken a lot of times chicken flavored ramen noodles are vegan. You kind of have to check, but a lot of times they are because it's not real chicken. It's chicken flavored, you know? Mm, so what's the decision like when you decide to switch over to vegan? Um, it was a couple things. It was a lot of influence from YouTube. Yeah. It was a lot of influence from YouTube. So it was a lot of influence from YouTube, and then some things happened right around that time that really pushed me over the board. So basically, I was on YouTube strolling. This was years ago. On YouTube scrolling, and I saw someone I saw this girl named Freely the Banana Girl. I don't know if you ever heard of her. But basically, she was like this insane, crazy animal rights vegan who was like really, really skinny and attractive. But she was also very harsh, you know. She was very like, very hard on people. And I think that's why people follow her because she was just very snappy, right? Well, her and a bunch of other vegans started some vegan drama on the internet. And they were going back and forth talking about each other. And I just thought it was just really funny because they were just like just going back and forth, and I fell in that rabbit hole. And as I fell in this rabbit hole, I like learned quite a bit about vegan food and like vegan cooking and like different types of veganism because there are different types of veganism. There's the type of vegans that are the ones that just don't eat meat. There are people that are completely raw, so they don't eat meat. They don't eat cooked food. You also have vegan activists, like they stop eating meat for a whole different reason. Like there's just levels to veganism, right? Just like there's like levels to Christianity. You got Methodists, you got Catholics, you got Baptists, but like there's different levels to like Christianity, to veganism, okay? And then all that happened. Now, it's funny because I'm telling this story, but I had stopped eating pork like years before, right? So for like I think 4 years, I wasn't eating pork. Now you might wonder, okay, why'd you stop eating pork? So I stopped eating pork because I was around a bunch of Muslims and Jews, right? And pigs are dirty, right? And like it was this one house I stayed in for a while, and like they said, don't eat pork and don't eat pigs in the house, right? So I don't know, I just got used to it, and I didn't really. I would much rather eat chicken versus pork anyway. Chicken tastes better than pork if you ask me. So I had stopped eating pork for like I said, years. And when you stop eating pork, you know what you have to do when you go to the grocery store? You have to like for real pick up the label and look on the back and see if it has a U with a circle around it, or if it has a kosher six symbol, or if it has some sort of halal symbol, right? So I would literally do this like every time I go to the grocery store. Like I would pick up something, look on the back, see if it's got either a halal or a kosher sticker. And if it don't have either one of those, it's got to have a U with a circle around it. So with the U with the circle around it, I don't know if a lot of people even know this, but like it is literally on so many products, yo. It'll blow your mind. It is on so many products and it's very subtle and most people don't even notice it. If you don't know what it means, you would just look at it and not even think about what it is. But basically, what that symbol means is when this item was processed, there were no like animals around. That's what that item means. Or Honestly, I think it means there was no pigs around. That's what I think it means. I'm gonna ask Google really fast because it means one of those things. But like, that's how I know it was safe to eat. Because there's no animals in it. What does the circle with the U around it means? Okay, so basically, the U means it's kosher. That's what it means. Yeah, it means it's kosher. So it's basically another kosher symbol. Because sometimes I thought it meant that it was no pigs around, no animals around. But no, it's literally certified. It's damn, I didn't even know that. Like, dang. That junk it dang, I didn't know that. I thought it just meant animals wasn't around. Dang, that junk means it's kosher. Shit. Oh, that's a lot of work. So it was a lot of work, but that was when I was that was for like 4 years, right? And then when I went vegan, well, it's like, we're here and like let's just go here. And then it was like I go in the grocery store and it's like, yeah, a majority of this stuff I can't eat because now I'm not just looking for, well, after I went vegan, I stopped looking for the kosher labels and I stopped looking for the halal labels because they didn't mean anything anymore. Now I'm just looking to see, are there any animal products in this item. So I just went like next level. Yeah, it means no pork is in this item. Yeah, that's what it means. There's no pork in this item. I thought it meant it was no pigs around when it processed, but no, it means there's no pork in this item. And there's a lot of people that don't eat pork. Like there's a lot of people that don't eat pork. So I guess it is important to put that label on the. What up, bro? Not that much. I'm just kind of chilling. I need to go back home and fold some laundry. And I need to figure out how to get this streaming software to work on my computer. Would you go to the show Survivor or Naked and Afraid for 21 days? I don't know. What's Naked and Afraid for 21 days? I haven't heard of this show. I don't think I want to do Survivor. No, don't think I want to do that one. So we got to figure out what Naked and Afraid for 21 days. So you're naked somewhere for 21 days? That actually kind of sounds horrible. It kind of sounds bad. Like, what if you get cold? I mean, do you have covers on at night when you sleep? I mean, are the covers on your bed? Like, this brings up questions. When are you coming back to Durban? I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. Can I bring up a certain topic about politics? I want to hear your opinion on it. Yeah, I sure. Yeah, I sure hope it's not about. Go ahead. Let's see. Come on. Let's go ahead. Jermaine, hearing you talk about non-meat items made me miss Beyond Meat. like Beyond Meat, but it's one that I try not to eat all the time. I just don't. I would much rather take a more natural approach, like beans and rice, or fried rice with vegetables versus the Beyond Burgers. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love them, they're great, but I would much rather eat something that is like Chipotle is much better, you know. Chipotle is really, really good, and I love Chipotle. Mm, what do you think about Trump on World War III? I don't want to go through World War and the panic of it. You know, I don't think, I don't think, I don't think Trump wants World War III. I don't think so. I mean, I think that, like, I don't want to make it sounds like the Democrats are bad people, but it seems like the Democrats are like egging on World War III by giving Ukraine all this stuff right before Trump is in office because Trump already said that he wants the wars to end. So for them to just give Ukraine all this stuff will not make things better because, you know, if Ukraine wants to, keep bombing and keep bombing and keep, well, Russia can just keep bombing. And then what if Russia doesn't even want to talk to Trump once he gets elected? And then we might be marching ourselves into World War III. So I don't know. I just want the wars to stop too. We got enough money in the world, and we got enough money in the world that we don't need to be blowing up stuff like this. Like people can go do other things, you know. But that's just too simple. What I just said. But I just don't want. I just want the wars to stop. Like it's been going on too long. Like it's too long, y'all. Like way too long. But the problem with the wars is like I feel like Trump is going to what's going on in Israel and Palestine. I feel like Trump is just going to turn his head. Yeah, I feel like he is. I don't feel like I think the Russia and the Ukraine war, I think that one might chill out. But I think what's going on in Israel and Middle East, I think that's on a whole nother I don't know. I think that's just I think they're just gonna keep doing what they're doing. I don't think Trump is gonna really stop it, you know? Because how can he? I mean, what's he gonna do? Say we're not gonna give y'all any more weapons? I mean, imagine him saying that. He wouldn't say that. Like, yeah. So, I mean, at least one war will stop, right? At least they won't be spending that much money. But I just don't think that. I think Trump is gonna just he's gonna focus on other things. That's what he's gonna focus on. He's gonna leave that one alone. He might make threats at Iran. Iran, you better not do it. We're gonna nuke you. He might do that. But that's also expected. I mean, we're talking about Trump here. Like it's expected. Okay. It's totally expected for him to talk shit. Get ready, yo. Like if they let this man get into the White House, get ready. He about to talk shit on everybody, yo. He about to fire so many people. He about to clean house, bro. He about to clean house. Y'all ever went to an office and like everybody in the office get fired? Like everybody get fired. Like you got 100 people in the office. Everybody ain't got fired. That's what's about to happen. If they let him get into office, because you know what? He still ain't there yet. He still ain't there yet. The thing in the Middle East could escalate. It really could. It could literally escalate. It could escalate and be some bigger war before January, right? But let's hope that don't happen. I mean, let's really hope that don't happen because I don't want no more wars and I don't want no more money going to these countries because I want them to spend some of that money here. I want them to basically outlaw the homeless situation. I want them to for real say, look, we gotta end this because our streets, it's people suffering on our streets, and we sending all this money to these wars. It's people suffering on our own streets, and we are sending all this money to these wars. So I think Ed Snowden will come back to the US and get a fair trial. If Ed Snowden should just stay in Russia, that's what he should do. Unless some president is elected that will pardon him. But come back to the US and face a fair trial. If I was him, I would just stay right over there. Because even if he did face a fair trial, they might still lock him up for some years, you know. And I think he's like, what, 40 or 50 now? He's not just young. So yeah, I would say keep living in Russia. Right, like when you send money to wars when there's so many people that are hungry and homeless. Hmm. Yeah, that's what I really want to change. That's what I really want to change, like big time. Like let's put money into the people again. Like put some more money, like make some programs. And for them to solve the homeless problem, yo, it wouldn't even cost that much money, dude. Like not like they ain't gave this money to Ukraine. Like how much money that Joe Biden and gave Ukraine? Like $140 billion, bro. Let, we won't even talk about how big that number is. Because it's so over. You could literally build a fucking city, dog, for that price. I mean, 140 billion. Y'all know how much they have invested in autonomous cars? They've invested 150 billion in autonomous cars. Think about that for a second. Let that sink in. They haven't invested 150 billion dollars in making cars drive by themselves. And since this Ukraine war has started, Joe Biden and gave Ukraine 140 billion dollars, and just since the war has started. Like, bro, this money don't even matter. Money just melt when you use numbers like that. That's just gnarly, bro. That's just knockout crazy, dog. You know. And to end the homelessness, man, you would need, man, less than $10 billion, dog. Less than $10 billion. You could take all these people off the street. And then on top of that, not only could you take the people off the street, you can employ people that ain't got a job right now. Because when you take all these people off the street, you gotta do something with them. You gotta get them back on their feet. You gotta help them, right? You gotta provide a place to stay. You gotta provide work. You gotta help them, and like you're gonna need people to help you get those people on their feet, and then you also gonna have to pay those people to help you. And now you stimulating the economy. But when you take billions of dollars and you just give it to Ukraine, I mean, I guess you are stimulating like the people that make the bombs and the missiles and the planes, but at the same time, you got people on your same city streets starving, and it's just not a good thing. Yeah, Edward Snowden. My guess is it'll be some president in the future that will be elected, and that's how he'll get pardoned. And I've heard people say this, like many people say this, like that's probably what'll happen with Edward Snowden. That's how he'll get back. But until we get some president that's like cool with him, he might just have to, hang out in Russia. Yeah, he might. But he'll catch another live. I think I might go live later today. If I go home and get my streaming setup working, I might go live from home. Yes, yes, yes. My joint is empty. So anyway, I'm gonna end the stream. We've been streaming for like an hour and a half. So I'm gonna end the stream, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Hey, I might stream a little bit later when I get home. I might stream again. So get ready. I might be right back on here. But I'll see y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. And like I said, I might still stream in like a couple hours, so I might be back around. But I'll see y'all later. Bye bye. Thanks a lot for watching. Oh.